Okay, so Osamason is facing a major issue within his career, and trust me, it's not the thing you think I'm gonna mention, okay? Osamason has clearly been in the news a bunch recently, like the underground rap news is buzzing with Osamason's name, but the reasons for that are not my reasoning behind this video, and I'm actually gonna talk about that today. I'm about to break down for you a super interesting and important discussion, but before we get into that, the main topic of the video, if you could drop a subscription, drop a like, drop a comment to Sad Part 2, guys. I'm bringing you daily commentary, underground rap, mainstream rap, whatever you want to call it. I'm bringing you commentary daily, and there's no one doing it better than me, so make sure you drop that subscription. I appreciate you for being here. But yeah, Osamason is definitely one of the hottest, arguably the hottest rapper to blow up in the underground this year. Like, he's been going crazy, dropping, you know, stupid hits like I Know What You Did Last Summer and, you know, The Whole World Is Free, Just Score It. And there's a certain trend between all these songs, which is the fact that they started as leaks and they were leaked before the main release. Now again, that's not the main focus of my video, but it does play an important component in kind of bringing up this point in the first place. But yeah, Osamason has been facing a lot of leaks this year. He dropped Flextra and Evil Reflection this year, but there was no 2024 album from Osamason, and this was kind of a big deal. Like, people are upset by it. They really wanted the Osamason project, and this project was actually supposed to be Jump Out, and Jump Out is a long or highly awaited Osamason album that was supposed to feature tracks like Ref, which ended up getting leaked. It's supposed to feature tracks like Cleanup Squad, Insta, Jump Out, New Tune. It was supposed to feature The Whole World Is Free, which ended up dropping, but basically there's a bunch of tracks that were supposed to drop from Osamason, and recently, literally within the last week, there's been a giant Osamason leaking. Like, the floodgates have opened, and Osamason's leaks have just been flooding the internet, unfortunately. There's been a bunch of snippets and stuff like that, but bro, literally, it was Christmas Day, bro. It was literally Christmas Day, September 25th, and there was 3, or I think it ended up even being more than 3. There was a literally whole mass of Osamason leaks, and these were big songs where the people have been waiting for, like Grails, and I'm super sad to say it, but yeah, this has definitely messed up his career. Throughout the entire time that Osamason has been rapping, the leaks have played a pivotal role. But I'm telling you, bro, this is not the main problem with his career, okay? There is a much bigger problem that's facing Osamason that may legitimately end his longevity as a rapper, as an underground rapper, as a performer, whatever you want to call it. The leaks are definitely a major part in this, though, and the album just keeps getting pushed back, and we've seen him reacting. I think he like wiped all the posts off his Instagram. Then we had a bunch of his producers who were like getting mad at people on their Instagram story, talking in the DMs like, bro, like, all you had to do was wait. All you had to do was, you know, wait patiently for the beautiful Osamason album, but no, you went and spoiled it. You went and ruined it for everybody else, and now you're not going to get one for a while. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but first I want to go over the main problem with Osamason, okay? So the main problem affecting his career, and this isn't just my opinion, okay? There's a whole thread, there's a whole opinion piece on this, but it's repetition. Repetition is what I believe is Osamason's main problem, okay? And it's kind of the lack of variety, the lack of diversity in his beat selection, in his rapping, and the increasing use of, you know, vocal mixing, like super, I don't know, let's just talk about this Reddit post, okay? So on the r/Osamason, the user known as All She Wanna Do Is FKAGN said, could just be me, but these beats he's hopping on are getting worse and too distorted to the point where you can barely hear the melody and just the clipping. Maybe I'm just getting tired of the sound too. And yes, bro, the distortion, the vocal mix, like I was saying, is getting too out of hand. This is not an unpopular opinion too. Like, the opinion that this Reddit user shared is not, you know, rare amongst the Osamason community, and there were so many comments on here that were kind of sharing similar sentiments, such as this dude, literally the top comment on the post that said, "Not for real. I hope Jump Out has substance and variety if we ever get it." instead of straight AGC type distorted beats. And yeah, bro, first off, the first thing to address is, yo, Jump Out, like literally Jump Out might not happen. They probably have to scrap the whole thing and restart with a whole new album name, because the Jump Out original list is literally completely leaked, bro. Like if you go to Genius and look up Jump Out and check the track list, there's like 18 songs on there, possibly more at this point. There's a bunch of songs on there fully transcribed with all the lyrics. So this basically means that all the songs have been leaked. Like all the songs that were supposed to be on Jump Out have been completely leaked to the point where fans can write down every single lyric from the song. And that's super unfortunate, and obviously it's gonna push back a release date. But yeah, basically what this dude was saying, that yo, Jump Out hopefully has a bunch of different beat selection, more rapping, so we can actually hear what he's saying, blah blah blah. But if you listen to what we have of Jump Out so far, it's not, bro. It's just the same high energy, distorted 808 crash out, whatever you want to call it, bro. It's just a bunch of that, and it's definitely a bunch of Ken Carson inspired beats, which unfortunately he has been compared to throughout the day. Someone replied to this comment saying, I mean, this is really his sound that he uplifted, so they're not really AGC type beats. And this is another argument, like people who say Osamason's not a Ken Carson clone, they'll be like, oh bro, he's the one who really blew these beats up. But I mean, I don't know. I think if we're being honest, we know where those beats kind of originated from, where they kind of blew up from in the first place. And it's definitely thanks to Ken Carson. Although, okay, we'll talk about that in a sec, but another top comment said, we need more songs like Blonde and Congrats. And yeah, Blonde, you know, I'm not gonna lie, Blonde is probably one of my most favorite Osamason songs. Like the vocals are more clear, the flow is cool. Like I think the blonde thing is cool, although it's still not a super unique sound. Okay, it's still a bit derivative though compared to all these leaks we're getting. It's definitely something cooler. Someone else said, I think he just puts his vocals too quiet sometimes. I don't know, bro. It's just when the beats are that distorted and volume, like the 808s are that loud, then no matter what you have your vocals at, it's gonna sound, you know, drowned out by the beat. Someone else said, kinda agree, but at the same time, I really like this style of music, but he's really versatile. So whatever he puts out, I F with. And yeah, I mean, honestly, like capturing the audience that he's built already is kind of smart, because clearly the audience that he's built are the type of fans that like this music. I forget, I think it was on Flexdrub, or it was on Flex Music, and what was it, Talking to a Ghost, I believe. It was like this type of like different genre song. I could be completely wrong, but I remember there was an album he put out where the last song on the album was like some weird alt thing, and it did not work for anybody. Like no one liked that song except for Dill Cheese, bro. Dill Cheese on Instagram was the only dude I seen sticking up for that song, and no, it sucked. So I can see why he wouldn't want to branch into the different genres, but this comment put it really well. They said, I agree. I hope whatever he drops will innovate a bit more than the leaks I've heard, or the 2 recent leaked tapes. There's some gems like Pain is Beautiful, which is a vibe I really like from him, and could be taken a lot further, IMO. And yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just a way you have to do it. Okay, so clearly the sing-songy melody things aren't for him, but also people are getting tired of the distorted, super high energy, or whatever you want to call it. Like that's getting played out too at this point, so you have to find a happy medium. And then what he's referring to with the leak tapes, there's actually an Osamason page called Lil O, and there's 2 leak tapes out on this page. They're both classified as albums. Leak tapes volume 1 with 10 songs on there, and these are all Osamason songs that leaked and have been now dropped to Spotify under the name Lil O. Then there's also volume 2, which is again 10 songs, all songs that leaked, such as, you know, Pain is Beautiful is a good example of a big one that people were like highly awaiting on. And yeah, it's basically what I think this is Osamason trying to capture the audience that he has for the leaks and monetize them, make money off of the songs that the fans do want but they've leaked, and then now he can't drop them officially, but he still wants to, you know, claim them in case they go up on TikTok or whatever. Just recently on December 27th, which was, you know, the Friday that Cardi was supposed to drop, but unfortunately we did not get Playboy Cardi. Instead, we did get this Lil O leak known as Space Time. And I believe these are official Osamason releases, though under the Lil O name, because there's probably some label thing where he couldn't drop or whatever. But yeah, this is an interesting thing for me. Other comments on the Reddit said stuff such as, I think part of this is because they're definitely unfinished, but yeah, I'm getting sick of these distorted rage beats. Wish he'd hop on more Bulimon, TDF, and Perk. And I'm not gonna lie, those producers aren't gonna give you much of a different result than the distorted rage beats. Like, those are kind of the loud 808 clipping producers that people are talking about in the first place. Again though, it is weird for people to criticize unfinished songs, like leaks. They'll be like, bro, this leak sucks, like I can't believe he made this song. But bro, you weren't supposed to hear that song in the first place, so why are you arguing about this? I'm not gonna lie, that's always been a really stupid point to me. There's so many interesting comments, but I don't really want to waste your time here. So let's talk about this one, and then I'll give you one more point and wrap it up. They said, a lot of people say this and use bad mixing as the main argument against his music, which I can understand. But personally, I love the melodic and distorted songs. They have a specific feel to them that no one else can really execute well. Could be that my brain is fried from listening to too much of his music, which I didn't like at first. Beware of the pipeline. And yeah, it's definitely cool to hear Osamason like harmonizing on these distorted beats, but it does get to a point where you can't even hear the melody in some of these leaks that have come out. So I see both, because I've seen both comments and I see both sides. This person replied saying, "Nah, I agree. He got his own swag with the rage stuff. I think he surpassed Destroy Lonely in that genre this year." And this was an interesting take, because Destroy Lonely definitely had a bit of a fall off this year in terms of, public perception, I think, with the new project. Because I don't know how you guys thought about it, but in my opinion, when Destroy Lonely dropped the damn Love Lasts Forever, there's a big letdown. Like, there was a bunch of songs on there that were complete wastes of time, wastes of beats. Even the beats weren't that good, I'm not gonna lie. So Osamason on top of Destroy Lonely could be a possibility.